Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. Goodness, I have not said that in a long time. I almost had to remember where I was. As always, you can catch me on blackdoctor.org every single Wednesday for my show Celebration. But for today, we are focused on Check the Rhymes TV because I'm back. I'm super excited because I have a return guest that's joining me today. Maahra Hill is in the building, y'all. Today, we're going to be talking about the second season of the NBC hit show, The Irrational. And it kicks off, actually, season 2 premieres on October 8th at 10 o'clock on NBC. Now, if you need to catch up on season 1, then I need you to go over to Peacock and catch up on that so that you're ready and well prepared for season 2. So again, like I said, Maahra Hill is in the building. We're going to talk about what we can expect this season and more, so stay tuned. Hi, Maahra. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. Again, actually, this is your second time on my show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, you were here for Delilah, and now you're here for The Irrational.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what we can expect for season 2. I'm excited.
Season 2 is, well, there's more of the same, right? We're going to be looking at a case of the week. We're still wondering what motivates human behavior. We're going to look at the relationship between Alec and Marisa post-divorce. At the end of this season, first season, they decided they had a unique friendship. So they're still very close, but we're going to explore more of that relationship in a platonic way. Kylie comes to work at the FBI, so that sisterhood, that friendship gets looked at as well. And we go through different genres. We have suspense, thriller, mystery. Actually, a musical piece is coming in.
What?
I know. So yeah, it's like a little bit of funny, a little comedy, and it's all, we handle like such intense material, like serious subject matter in such a light way. So there's more of that and more of learning why we do what we do.
Wow. So what made you want to do this show? I'm just curious. It sounds like all those reasons.
Yeah. I actually majored in psychology. And so, I have a natural interest in human behavior. It sort of, led me to a career as an actor because I also was doing that in high school and college. But there's just I have such a natural curiosity. I'm just so like, why do people do what they do? I want to know, and sometimes I'll ask questions like, why'd you do that? And people think, because I'm like, no. I'm like, why? I really want to know, So, so I just felt naturally aligned in that way. But it was just an opportunity that I don't think there was no turning it down. It was, I felt just like a part of the family right as soon as I met with the producers and everybody. I was like, I miss them. As soon as I was done, I was like, geez, I really hope the show does well, even if I don't make it. But I was so grateful to have been able to be a part of it.
What did fans and viewers have to say about the first season, or do you know? Because sometimes social media is buzzing when shows are on. I know we all love tweeting, I don't know what it's called now since it's X, but we all love talking about our favorite shows and stuff. So did you get a chance to go back and see what people were saying as the first season played out?
I did not see much of that. You know what I mean? Like there's some things where I saw that people were talking about what they were learning, you know what I mean? And they love Jesse, and Jesse is a snack. And I'm like, all of that was coming out,
That's what I saw. Jesse is a snack.
Jesse was a snack. And so I was like, I agree. I'm not going to argue there. But that was primarily, I think, the sentiment. We were all like, we're so glad to be on here with Jesse. Because everybody loves them some Jesse. He's just a lovable dude. Honestly, he just is. But just the world at large, like all of our viewers were just like Jesse. That's and I learned some stuff too, but it was really just about him. So
how funny. Well, hopefully this season, what are you hoping that viewers take away from this season so that they'll, he's still a snack, but they need to focus on other parts of the show.
What's next to bite on too? There are other things to chew on.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing about it is the exploration. I call the show a thrilling ride through the human mind with a trusted guide. That's like my little that thing with it. And the idea that you can get a sense of what motivates your behavior or those that you love or people that you interact with, why we do the things that we do. Again, we call it a why done it, not a who done it, you know. So it's a show that you can watch over again. You can learn something every time, you know, you might have missed something the first time.
Mhm.
But I feel like where there's understanding, there's no conflict. You know, initially when the show started, I was like, this could change the world, you know, if we
Right.
just understand why we do stuff, you know.
Mhm.
I just love that about it, you know, just helping us to understand ourselves more
Mhm.
and each other more.
Mhm.
That's my favorite thing.
So with that key point in mind, how's it helped change, like being on the show, has it helped change your perspective of your family and friends? Are you kind of like now like, I'm looking at you a little different because of this show?
Well, I mean, I feel a little more informed.
Okay.
Honestly, I do. I'm like, okay, so you know, but the thing, like my favorite one is confirmation bias. So it's
Uh-huh.
not so specific to relationships or people or me watching somebody, but I can say, no, I know for sure that this is the thing, you know. So
Right.
I'm not necessarily judging you, but I am also now feeling like I'm qualified to help you understand what it is that you're doing exactly. You know, like
Right.
confirmation bias is just that this is what you're looking for. You know, you decided that this is the thing that you're going to try to find and you're going to confirm that because you already think that. So whatever you go looking for, you're going to find that because you already think that and that's what you're looking for. And that happens with research a lot, I think,
Mhm.
you know. So my hope is that people will see it and say, well, if I could just take my own bias out of it, then
Mhm.
maybe I'll find the truth, you
Mhm.
know.
It just, my mind just went somewhere else with that. Like, yep, when that time I went looking for that to see if a dude was talking to this chick, and that's what I found.
That's what you're looking for, right?
But that is not where you were going.
That's not what I was going with. But, you know, a woman's intuition never lies, you know.
Right.
So,
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
What do you can you talk about your character's evolution from season one to season two? What has that growth process look like?
Well, the first season, you know, they were immersed in the case
Yeah.
and resolving this case. So it was post-divorce. That was a decision that was difficult to make for her. You know, it
Hmm.
wasn't because they didn't get along, not because they didn't love each other.
Right.
I think the beauty of them being able to stay close to each other was that she could keep an eye on him. She could still see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They still worked together, and that worked for her.
Hmm.
But I think the journey this season is more about their friendship, not so much
Okay.
about their divorce or their relationship, as much as her relationship with herself. She gets to explore, you know, grief a little bit.
Hmm.
We all grieve differently, though. You know, the way that
Right.
she's doing it is really interesting,
Hmm.
and and you also find out a bit more about who Marissa is and her past, and just you know, things come up, you know, now that there's closure with this case, there's
Right.
more room for other things in the past. Like that was something in the past that came up that needed to be resolved. There's
Hmm.
something else in this season that comes up from the past for her that's begging for resolution. So, you know, there's a couple of things where she's just looking at relationship with her sister, with Kylie, because they work together now.
Hmm.
And that's a beautiful thing to see evolve her relationship with herself because she's
Hmm.
post-divorce and she's like, I don't know who I am. I was in that marriage. You know, that defined me. My work defines me
Hmm.
in a way too. Who am I? You know, and then there's another piece that comes up that takes her a little bit deeper in that direction as well.
I like that. I think one thing is people forget that you can grieve relationships. And so I think
Hmm.
that's important that you guys are showing that this season. Because I was grieving like a friendship, but people were like, you're not grieving that. But yes, you can grieve
Yes, you can.
relationships. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And friendships in particular, like you said, people think that that can hurt you more than a you know, than
Mhm.
an intimate partnership, a friendship breaking up, you know, that's somebody that's near and dear to you. So,
Right. Yeah. So do
yeah.
you have any behind the scenes moments that were so funny that you want to share before we go?
Well, the only thing I can think of that comes to mind when we found out we got a season two, We were in the middle of episode 8. We were working. We were on a break. I don't know. We were going to get touches after lunch or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then Travina texted me, da 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 da. And then I saw it come up on Variety. And then I ran to Jesse and I jumped on him. And he's like, my back. I was like, ah. So it was like this painful excitement. But it was like, oh yeah, I knew about his back, but I jumped on him anyway. And we were just so excited, And then we went to work, like, oh, we're so excited, but also hurt his back.
That is hilarious. But he's okay though, right?
He's okay. Oh my God.
We want to make sure the snack is okay.
The snack is in good condition.
Well, I'm excited. The Irrational Season 2 premieres October 8th at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Maahra. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you again. And hopefully Season 3 will come along and we'll be right back here chatting again.
That's right.
Just don't jump on his back.
No, I won't. Not this time. I'll just be like, oh, guess what?
Right. Have a great one.
You too.